Hello. Welcome to another haul video. I have a haul video and I have some stories to tell. So I'm actually going to do this one in one video. I'm not breaking it up into two. And I have the stories, so it'll be a little bit longer than my previous videos, but I just want to do it all at once. I only got 39 pounds, which is definitely on the low end for me. It was kind of a grind. In the first hour and a half, I probably found one shirt. But it always picks up. I don't have anything to cross off my BOLO list. I don't have anything like, wow, that's fantastic. But I'm always happy with what I came home with. So, should I start with stories? Well, first, somewhere here or here, is a picture of, my single shoes. The heartbreak of the bins shopping is single shoes and boots. So that's a picture of my single shoes. And then this is a picture of the cart that's full of my single shoes and my friend's single shoes going back to the bins to be dumped. The walk of shame of shoes. I had a Doc Marten boot that didn't look like a Doc Marten boot that I loved. I had a bed stew. She had a Red Wing boot. Red Wing's definitely on my list. I've only found it once and it was not at the bin. So that, of course, was upsetting. Let's see. Then the story that I have from the shoe department. And tell me if maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I was just, my capacity tolerance for people is a little bit short these days. So there's this guy, and he's at the shoe bins, and he's there at least a half hour every rotation, pulling all the shoelaces out of the shoes, and wait, it gets worse, and all of the insoles. He's taking all the insoles out of the shoes, and he's just piling them up to buy the insoles and the laces. So there was a woman at the shoe bin near me, and she was bothered by this. She was talking to me saying, I can't believe he's doing that. That's just so wrong. And she complained to an employee. Nothing was done. So I keep seeing him do it, and it's starting to make me burn. I'm on tilt. I can't even shop properly because I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? What is wrong with people? So then I see two cashiers. There's nobody up there. So I go and I tell them, hey, this guy's doing this. I don't think it's right. So the woman says, I'll go tell my supervisor. She comes back. I'm shopping. I saw a guy in a vest. They wear vests, and I think he's a supervisor. I saw him walk by and look. Didn't say a word. Kept doing his thing. So I go back and I'm like, so nobody's going to do anything about this? And she said, oh, well, I mentioned it to one supervisor, and he's all about money. So he was like, well, as long as he's paying for those, then, it's fine. And I said, well, it's pretty short-sighted because he's paying, maybe 10 cents for an insole and shoelaces because they weigh nothing. But in the meantime, the shoes that might cost $2 are rendered useless because they have no insoles. My friend saw a pair of running shoes she liked. She's like, but there's no insoles. She didn't buy them. So, I tell him this, and she goes, well, let me tell the other supervisor. And apparently the other supervisor said, I'll look into it. Well, literally, when he checked out, because he was checking out when I brought my cart back, he had a stack of insoles, 2 stacks like this. And I don't even know how many laces. Now, I'm fine with taking laces out of a pair of shoes to put into a pair of shoes that doesn't have laces that you're going to buy. I did that myself. But I took it out of a pair of shoes with holes in it, and I put them in another pair that didn't have laces. That's it, and I bought them. I bought the shoes with the laces in it. But this guy's just like, I don't know what is he doing with all these dirty laces and these dirty insoles? Can you tell me what is he doing with these? Anyway, it's not ending here. There will be an email sent to corporate or up the chain or something because I just think that's awful. And it's not even like, oh, they're coming to take them away and they're going to throw them out. The bins, like on the last one, they don't do another rotation. Those bins are staying. And then also, as I have watched another reseller's video in which she got to take a tour of the back of her bins location, and they talked about what they do with, say, the shoes after it's been there, and it doesn't go to the trash. They have programs to try to find these shoes home. Plus, at my bins, they're recycling because every bins location, there was at least one bin that was mostly shoes that had already been out and came back. And I mean, that's bad for me, but there's new people coming in all the time. Maybe those people will buy those shoes. So, you know, it's not like there's anything wrong with some of those shoes. So anyway, okay, I'm done. Tell me, am I wrong? Yes, maybe. You might think I'm, you know, overreacting, but is it right for him to do that? I don't think so. Okay. Oh, and then the final story. I told you in my last video, if you saw it, that there's been some thievery going on. So we keep our bins covered. I found sheets to cover. I have 2 bins, shopping carts, not bins. So I keep one for the things I've just taken out of the bins and I have not researched or looked at carefully, or I haven't made the final decision. And then I have a cart that is the things I've already checked out and know I'm going to buy. This way I have less of a chance of coming home with things that I didn't mean to buy. And then she had her cart next to those 2. And one of our cart parking neighbors, because we all park in one area, went to get my friend and said, this woman just like went through your entire cart. And sure enough, because my friend keeps hers neatly, she took the sheet off and it was just all messed up. One of the dresses was in my cart. We confronted the lady. Hopefully she didn't take anything, and hopefully she will never do it again, because we went after her. And I was like, did you go through her cart? Yes, but I didn't take anything. You don't do that. Anyway, that's it. Those are the stories, I think. Let's jump into the haul. Thank you. I had to vent. Okay. I was surprised I didn't find more. I always find vintage. I didn't find any vintage for the longest time. And then I found a few pieces, like there was a not beautiful, but there was a coat from Canada that I wanted, but moth-eaten. So I did pick up, I think, 2 items. This is Bloomingdale's. It's 100% linen outside, and it is made in Hong Kong. It's a linen blazer with this cool stitching. I don't know what you call that. The only thing I could find wrong with it is it didn't have this button, but fortunately I have a large button collection and this button fits perfectly. Once I got home, I noticed that there was thread for 3 buttons on each cuff, and the buttons weren't there. But instead of trying to find 6 buttons that matched, that would go well, and having to sew 6 buttons on, I just took the threads out. And then what I did was I took my ugly fingernails and I just went like this to, you know, just move around the fibers, and now you can't see the holes. I did find a spot when I was looking at under my ring light, because this is the only thing I've photographed so far. So I will work on that spot. Hopefully I'll get it out. I will list it regardless. Fully lined. The next I thought that vintage was, okay, here's the next vintage item. This is Scott McClintock. I don't know if that was a good idea. I have a beautiful Scott McClintock gown that isn't selling, but I bought it anyway because I really liked it. Size 6. You can't judge everything on one item. Size 6, made in USA. Look how pretty that is. You could throw this on with a short, like pencil skirt and in a cream color. You could wear a full length for a formal event. You could wear it with just a camisole underneath. It's like a pink brocade, I believe I would call that. It's got this lace and beads and whatever this is called. Not scallop. Well, it's kind of scalloped, but anyway, very pretty. Size 6. I haven't thrown this on to see whether it's a small 6 because it is vintage, so it might very well be, but I always include measurements. Oh, this was given to me by our cart neighbor, the same one who had, I think, was it the same one? I don't know. One of the cart neighbors gave me this. It's new with tag North Face, but it has this on it. Myovant Sciences, which is not my great favorite thing to have on there. I'm debating stitch ripping it. It looks like it'd be easy to do. Maybe I'll look up Myovant Sciences and see what sort of company that is and whether that'd be cool to have on there. This is a women's size extra large. The last time I found a new with tag North Face, it sold very quickly. It had Cosmopolitan on it, which is one of our casinos. Probably Myovant Sciences is not going to do as well as a casino. Though typically I don't do that well with casino stuff, but Anyway, I saw this woman walk by while I was waiting to go to the new bins were being put out, and we were close to being ready to go. So I was waiting, and I saw a woman with a cart go over to one of the old bins and dump it. So I was like, gotta check that out. And I found this. I love throwbacks. It is Mountain Hardware, women's size 14. It's, a nice outdoorsy fabric, but it's a shirt, not just a jacket or a quarter zip or something. So a little bit different. I've never had one of these. Really pretty color. They're asking $5.99 at Goodwill, and it didn't sell. It's got, is there Velcro? No. The buttons. This is a little zippered pocket, I think. Yes, there's a little hidden zippered pocket there. Very cute. I wonder if it runs small. I would wear this. If it doesn't sell, even big, I'll wear it with a tank top underneath like as an overshirt. I love that look. Another North Face. I like North Face. I don't always sell North Face very well, but at the bins, certain things I'm gonna love to buy. This is a women's size large, like a quilted, not like a quilted jacket, it's a quilted jacket. It doesn't look that big. Is it? Let's see. Yeah, just polyester, but I think this type of thing should do okay. I'm moving along quickly, so we won't be here. This is rails. I don't find rails much. I don't feel like it does that well from what I've heard from other resellers, but I like this. It's a boxy, semi-cropped. I say semi-cropped because like if I see something is cropped, I figure like it's going to show your belly button. This is not going to. This isn't short. It will if you're like reaching for something high up, but it's boxy and slightly cropped, like a French terry inside, size medium. I would wear this if you wanted to know. I know every item that comes up you think, would she wear this? No, I know that's not actually the case. Oh, this is vintage. I like this. Me likes this. It's been a while since I've found a leather jacket. It's silver leaf, size medium. Do you see this? It says 30R. That means, that means it was 30 and it was a red tag. So red tag is our expensive stuff, what they consider designer or whatever. And the red tags don't have the regular sales. Like they don't go to $1 on the 7th day when it's color of the week. Red tags go 50% off one Saturday a month, but otherwise no senior discount, no military discount, nothing. And some of the things they think is like, I have an Athleta little sports bra thing that was a red tag for $10. No surprise it ended up at the bins. So anyway, this has a snap front closure. I'm gonna snap it a bit so you can see all of it. It's a nice leather. Smells good. Oh, the leather reminds me of the other sad thing. I found some Lucchese boots that turned out to be fake. How did I know they were fake? Well, I was suspicious because it only said Lucchese on that pull on the inside of that pull thing on the sides, and there was nothing else that said Lucchese. And I googled it, and it was a Lucchese style, but it didn't smell like leather. And Lucchese, of course, only uses really good leather. So I looked up and found the 7 signs that it is fake. And I mean, the stitching looked okay. I'm not a good judge of that. But the leather was definitely not the finest leather. I mean, the finest leather is going to smell good. And it will always have, Lucchese embossed. I think it said on the bottom. And then every pair that looked like that had it on the inside too. This had nothing other than that one piece. So sadly, I put it back. But I was excited for a few minutes. Anyway, this is the jacket. This is more like a suede paisley pattern almost. Yeah, paisley. With a nice, that's what leather smells like, leather. The back. Unless I missed something, it is in perfect perfect condition. Let's see if it says where it was made. Oh, it's fully lined with a zip-in liner. Oh, it gets better and better, doesn't it? And it's Thermolite, whatever that is. DuPont certification mark for insulation meeting DuPont quality standards. And it is just 100% leather. The liner is acetate nylon and polyester. So there's no filling. Well, this is lightly insulated, but it's polyester. So, oh, that's not what I wanted to see. Duh. I wanted to see where it was made. I was curious where it was made because I don't know, it seemed like it would have been made in Hong Kong. But it doesn't say, unless there's another tag somewhere else. It does not say. It doesn't matter. You can tell by the style that it is vintage. Shoulder pads. I bought this bucket hat. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I didn't necessarily think that I would sell it, though. I don't know. I guess if it's worth something, I would. It's yellow. It says Thrill Seeker on one side, and it's got Snoopy on a skateboard, and it's Peanuts. It's got the little Peanuts sign and Peanuts and H&M and all the characters written down. So I don't know. I just felt like I like bucket hats, so I would wear it. And I think yellow is a happy color. But I also thought maybe I would just foster it until I find somebody that I would like to give it to. I don't know. We'll see. I doubt if it's worth much, but I mean, I'll look it up just in case some off chance it's worth something. This is Plug. It's a vintage brand. This is made in Russia, and there were mixed comps for this brand. But enough good ones that I was like, well, I like it, so I'm going to buy it. And there's possibilities. It's a pretty like moss, light green, and corduroy. Love corduroy. Love me some corduroy. Plug. I would wear this. We got that little, is there a word? I got to research this. Is there a word for that little belty thing that's just on the back and isn't really a belt? Do you know? I'm asking if anyone knows, and if anybody does know, please comment and tell me. It's kind of probably one of those things like the little plastic on the end of a shoelace that very few people actually know what it's called. So, come on, resellers, what is this? Because even to describe it, I'm not sure I'll be able to find what it's called. Okay, I bought this, even though I'm not going to be able to sell it, at least not right away. This is like a shaper garment, bodysuit, but it's by Miracle Suit. Where's the Miracle Suit tag? Did I dream it? Oh yeah, Miracle Suit. It's very clean. It's a size 36B. It's very clean. It's lightly padded. But here's the problem. How did that happen? So it clips on like that on both ends. I suppose I could buy them. I should check and see what this thing is worth and whether it's worth me trying to buy new straps for it. Or I could just cut it right there, but I'm not sure. So, but it's lightweight, it's Miracle Suit, so I wanted to buy it. Okay. This is, you've heard of some of the resellers use the term factor stacking. So there are factors stacked that are all factors that don't do well for me, and yet this one I bought anyway. So one factor, it's Eddie Bauer. Eddie Bauer doesn't do particularly well for me. Number two, it's a vest. Vests don't do well for me, but look at that. It's plaid. It's such a preppy, nice plaid. And if this is available when we get cool weather, I will borrow it. And it is goose down filled. So, you know, it does have those good factors. Would you have bought that? Okay. This is, the brand is Beyonce. And it's a Beyonce sweatshirt. I don't know if this is good or bad. I know I saw one listed for $70. I don't know that I researched it much. I just at that point decided to just throw it in there, see what happens. Sometimes I do that. Oh, this is the shirt that I found in the first 15 minutes and was the only thing I found for an hour and a half. It's Saks Fifth Avenue, men's size large, 100% linen, and it has lobsters. Initially I thought it was scorpions because I have scorpions on my mind. Should I tell you another story? So I sold something in box 27, which is a cardboard box. And just as I was approaching box 27, a big old scorpion ran in. So I'm afraid of my inventory right now. That's all I'm saying. I've heard they like cardboard. That was just my first one of the season. It was a fight to the death. Of course, it always is. And I'm still here, so. Even though scorpions are creepy and ooey, I still wish I could do just a catch and release, but no, you really can't. And they play dead. So if you ever find one, they play dead. That's how I got stung the first time. Because I did not know they played dead. Okay, so that's nice. Don't worry, I won't send you anything with a scorpion in it. Probably. This is, I've never sold this brand. Oh, I think I have one thing in my closet of this brand, but I didn't buy it for the brand. It's Kato. It's an extra large. I just liked it. So I would not probably have bought it in a small size. I don't know why. I just feel like this one would do better in a slightly larger size. It's got this that you could wear like this, or you could wear like that. I wouldn't, but look at these pretty sleeves. Bell sleeves, would you say? I would. Very pretty. It is a little bit sheer. Can you see me? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? I can see you. I wanted to try that too, obviously. And the last piece of clothing. I've been doing this 22 minutes. That's not bad. The brand is Predator. Performance, style, durability. So I looked at Predator, and it's a little bit hard to look for because there's a lot of companies that have a style called Predator. But I did find some Predator things that the comps went from to that's not bad. And because I liked it well enough, I was willing to go with it because the comps weren't all bad or all and I would wear it. This is the color I like to call, well, it's a color that will help your lawsuit if you get hit by a car. Nobody's going to buy it when you say, I didn't see her. Not in this. Anyway, it's, a nice nylon. It's got a hood. And it's got zipper and Velcro. So that's, I call this I think this is a draft flap. And it's got a mesh lining. All nice things. It's just a really nice jacket. So I was very glad. And I think I like the embroidery on the outside is very, sporty. All right, should we get into the footwear? We might as well. That's all that's left. Okay. So lately, I would have to say, is it a Ben's haul if I don't come home with something UGG? No. UGG. Men's chukka boots, shoes, black leather. My friend felt they were misshapen slightly, but they're a softish leather. I will stuff them. I think when you can put your foot in them, they'd be perfect. Okay, I learned something this week. See the creasing? So somebody was concerned about some sneakers she had picked up and whether she could sell them because they had creasing. And apparently, some of the younger generation are not freaked out maybe, but they don't like creases. Like, seriously, you can't wear a pair of leather shoes or running shoes once without it. They crease almost immediately. So they literally sell crease guards on Amazon. It's like some rounded plastic thing that you put on top of your foot so your shoes don't crease. And one of the people who remarked on it was in a Facebook group, says her son walks funny to try and avoid creases. What is happening to this world? It's creases. It's just like normal wear. Oh, it's scary sometimes. Okay. Okay, so these boots, well, it's kind of a story. So this man was shopping next to me, and I found a single Sorel boot, and he found a single Sorel boot. His was the typical, like, almost duck boot style, and it was for kids, and I found his and gave it to him. And then I showed him mine, and then later on, I walked back, he was there again, and he said, did you put yours back, or is this it? I'm like, oh, no, that's it, and he gave it to me. So, you know, yes, we do often flip a coin, but sometimes you do something good for someone and then they just do it. And so then later on you decided you didn't want the kids Sorel. He offered them to me and I said, I'm really trying not to do kids stuff, so I'm going to pass. And especially with that style, because I think I have a pair that won't sell. But then I found some kids Doc Martens and I took it initially and I was like, nope, not kids things. And I went over to him and I'm like, you want these? And he said, yeah, and he took those. So anyway, you can be good, you know, neighbors in the thrift store. But I liked these because this is this unusual style. I've never seen it. It's got like the duck boot bottom, but there's no laces, and this is all leather. They are a size, if I recall, they were a 9.5, but I don't remember. Oh, they're women's, size 9.5. I wonder if they run a little small, because just in case. They have a heel, which is weird. I really like them. These buckles on the back, they're in good condition. They've seen some mud. I'm going to just dip these in a bucket of water and let the bottom get soft and just slide off. But I didn't Google them. I didn't go in for cons. I just took them. Then I got some Birkenstocks. Look at this pretty color. It's what do you think? I'm thinking midnight blue. The footbeds are, they're Birkenstocks. They show that there have been feet in it. But, I mean, I consider a pair of Birkenstocks where you can still read the size to be, like, in great condition. I don't use that word, but half the time I get them, you can't even see the size. And these are a size 40. Ladies 9, men 7. Oh, so they even have that on it. And it has the outline of the foot. I'll have to look. Never can remember whether the outline is regular and the filled in is narrow or vice versa. But anyway, these are in great condition. They have some white stuff that should come out pretty easily, I think. I don't know what it is. Bird poop? Could be. These are Danskos. My friend found these and she didn't want them because she didn't like the look of the footbeds. I did not mind the footbeds. So you can kind of see toes, but they're leather. And I'm thinking if I just wet them evenly, that it will darken the whole thing. This is darkened from moisture. So I will moisturize the whole thing. What I liked is this heel, and it's not, I don't think it's wood, but it looks like wood. Anyway, a little bit different. They are a size 37, little bit on the small side. That does not thrill me. Don't know if that was a good idea. Got 'em. Anyway, I had gotten some JBU Mary Janes in my last haul. If you saw it, they were in an accident because I had picked them up and I didn't want them. So I asked my friend if she wanted them and she said yes. But then when I got to the car and was unpacking, putting my stuff in the car, I found them and I'm like, I guess I forgot to give them to you. And they sold so fast for full price. So, and they were Mary Janes. Did I say that? I don't know. Even I don't listen to myself. And so I was like, now I have 2 pair of Mary Janes. So, I don't know. These are Naots. They also have seen a little mud. I'm not afraid of that. I don't mind cleaning shoes. Look how cute they are. I'm going to put a little brown polish there. A little Wonder Balsam. There doesn't seem to be heel drag. They're even. So these are a size, I'm pretty sure these are a better size. Oh yeah, size 40. It's odd. They must not have been worn that much because it still has a paper tag here that says size 40 with like a number on it from a store. I picked up a pair of Vionics. I kind of have cooled a little bit on Vionics, but I bought them anyway. These are a size 11. Huh, I wonder if my mom would want these. They're the tortoise shell. Good condition. I'll ask her. Oh, another pair of Uggs. I haven't listed Uggs in a while because, you know, seasonally, it's not really the season for them. But I've always done well at least with the classic Ugg. I have some Ugg shoes that are just sitting there, but they're small and not like those. But hopefully the whole Ugg market doesn't dry up because I always find Uggs at our bins. Ugg. I liked these because they're a nice soft suede, comfortable suede and in blue, which is unusual. They are not perfect. They've got some darkening there. I'll brush it a little bit. It's not going to revive them completely, but definitely in good condition. And these are a size 8. Do you know what that means? When I go, that means, wonder if these would fit me. All right. This was unusual. I don't find this brand much here. And I'm not sure I even knew they made shoes. So let me take the elastic off. There's an elastic on it, but they weren't elastic together. These are Lily Pulitzer. Oh, you know the other pair of shoes that I had, or shoe in there that was heartbreaking? It was a new with tagged ammonia, like a high top, almost sneaker with buckles. Oh, it was fantastic. Like, how does new with tagged shoes get separated like that? Anyway, Lily Pulitzer. They're a gold, matte gold, very flat. I want to say they don't feel like great quality, but that's just because they're so thin. Like, you know, what can you do? They're thin. And these, if they have a size, there they are, 7.5, medium. It's not, I don't know. Would it be sort of, I'll definitely throw the word gladiator in there, but I don't know if gladiator needs these kind of straps that go around or just the fact that these tie around. I'll do an image search. I bet I can find this pair and get some information about them. Very clean on the inside. The leather's in good condition. Of course, you know, people walk on things other than carpets. I know the nerve, right? It's like people buy clothes and cut off the tags, and then people buy shoes and they walk on things other than carpet. That's so selfish. These were a questionable buy, but I like the style, and I believe. The brand appears to be Punk Rose. Doesn't say anything about being anything other than Punk Rose, but turns out Punk Rose is Skechers. I found some Punk Rose that did okay. I found some that didn't do that well, and I was showing them to my friend. I'm like, this one didn't do as well. And she goes, but your style is better. And I was like, you know, they really are. I like them. I would wear them. Chunky, high top. The other ones weren't high top. The Bolt of Lightning. They're great, and they're not my size. They're size 7. Otherwise, I would want to wear these. But did you know Punk Rose? And did you know that Punk Rose was Skechers? And that there is nothing on here that says Skechers? There's not even an S on the bottom or anything. Like, why are they, you know, incognito on that? Okay. Almost done. 3 more pair. The second pair of Mary Jane's. These are Echo, which is a quality comfort brand, but not one that necessarily sells amazing. But look how cute they are. Also, the sort of laser cut, but not all the way through. It's almost like when you take leather and you burn it. You burn a design in it. So it only goes, you know, you can feel it. It's textured, but it doesn't go all the way through. And these are a size 39. They might fit me. I don't have any reason to wear these. Got that nice thread there. Similar thread to on that red and white jacket that I showed at the beginning. Okay, these are, I'm trying to move along because it's been about 40 minutes. These are Remind me what these are. Oh, Olakai. Oh, I like these. These are so cute. They have sort of a driving loafer look to them, but they're not. They're not a driving loafer. They're just a nice, with that, I don't know what you call that. Almost nubuck leather. Yeah, I would say it's nubuck because it's not sleek. Has a little bit of a design there. Very cute. I thought these were very, very, very cute. I don't know how Olakai shoes do. I have a pair, and so far they are doing nothing. And these are sized. These are a size. Oh, women's 7. These are a size women's 7. I thought they were smaller, but even 7's a little bit on the small side. But so cute. And last but not least, do I say that every time? I might. These need some cleaning, but these are Doc Martens green sandals. They're not perfect. There's some creasing. Oh no, not creasing. Yes, deal with it. 2 buckles on each. And does it have a size? It is a US 8. They are a size US 8, women's 8. So I thought these were kind of cool. That is it. So I don't think I did badly. No amazing things, no bangers. But I'm happy, and hopefully I'll make some money off of this. So that is it for this one. I will hopefully be back in a few weeks and have more stuff. Thank you, and see you next time.